reviewing the news, pop culture, video games, movies, and shoes. Quincy and Justin with a nerdy forecast. So stay a while and welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast.
Welcome to the Ugly Mugs Podcast. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your host, other host, Quincy.
Yay! How you doing, Q?
I'm doing all right. You can hear me right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
I am looking at the stream with the stuff in the other window.
Okay. And for some odd reason, our little bubble pop has not popped up, and I can't figure out why, but I'm not going to
Dude,
say anything.
it's just a day for technology. I mean, the whole reason why we're starting so late is because I've sat here and fought with Discord and Mac and all kinds of stuff for the last hour, you know?
Oh, man. I'm
It's just
glad
a day for technology.
I'm glad I don't have anything Apple. It's nothing against Apple. It's just I don't want to learn a lot of how they handle things. And it's nothing. I said nothing against them. I've
I
heard
mean,
Apple's super intuitive and easy to move one thing to another. It's just I've been Windows and Android for all my entire life. I have not touched anything Apple.
I can use both pretty effortlessly because I initially learned on Mac and then switched over to Windows. Um, um, because we talk about AI so much. But the reality is like, it depends on what you're going to use it for.
Right.
The Macs are built for certain things. The PCs are built for others. Like that's really what it breaks down to. You're a gamer. You don't want a Mac. Um, I have PC at home. I'm just not home right now. So,
That is true. Do you have any coffee that you're drinking over there?
yeah, I've got what's left of a caramel macchiato, and then after that, I will be switching to a Dr. Pepper Cherry Zero Sugar.
Ooh, I want to try that. But as for me, I'm drinking something as a dessert, something that has a lot of sugar in it, but I love them dearly. My cherry lime Rickies that I can buy by the case at super inexpensive. Mmm, delicioso.
I heard you have one of those in a while.
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised I can now buy them by the case through Amazon. But before I get started on any of the humble bundles, before I get started on any of the news, we got ourselves a sponsor, and this I actually support as a game.
Woohoo!
Let me bring up the thingy. Badoop. Uh, Arc Knights. They have a new game called Arc Knights Endfield, and what it is their new hack and slash collaborated with a factory builder. And I know those two don't really coincide with one another, but it does with the way that you build a factory and build up your materials. You are basically colonizing a planet into a good existence. You're trying to make it a living area for you and the rest of your Arknights. And I played the hell out of the original on my phone. I still have it installed on my phone, but I never wanted to hop into the new one because, well, my phone is not really good with 3D graphicing. But now it's on PC, so now I'm definitely gonna hop into it and take a quick peek. The only downside is it's a gotcha game, so gotta hope I get the good cards through it all. However, the one thing I will always stand by with this game is their music. They have their own music studio, and they definitely support a lot of artists and those who make wonderful content for this game. They've had a couple collaborations with their original, and I'm curious to see what they do with the collaboration that they've hinted at next month. Let me do the talking points. You are the administrator, the architect of a new civilization. Your job is to lead a squad of operators to expand the frontiers of Talos 2, turning dangerous wildlands into a safe, thriving home for humanity. Every expedition is a high stakes, high reward to gather rare resources. You aren't just wandering about, you are also pushing back the threats of the wild to ensure the progression and continuity of civilization. There is a lot of extra features that I've seen in just the trailer, and I said, "Holy shit, this is going to be a bit of a crawl to go through." One of the staples of this sponsorship is I'm going to have to play through this game for a couple hours to get paid. I'm actually excited to play this game.
Rephrase that. You get to play through a couple
I
hours of this game.
get to play a couple of play. Yeah, you are correct. You are 3,000% correct. And as said, I have no problem with Arknights, but I'm happy that I got a seat at the sponsorship. I've been waiting for them to have an open slot for it. And now not just the excuse to play it, but now an excuse to get paid while I play it. Yeah.
Is there a referral link?
It will be down in the description, or if you're in the stream, every now and again, every I think 6 minutes, it'll pop up in the bottom right hand corner as a QR code that you can scan for your mobile version. Ooh, let me
I
make sure.
don't. Oh, there's the QR code popped up
Okay.
right there. Perfect. Yeah, let me get that.
But hang on, let me also. I believe I also have exclamation point Enfield in the chat gets you also a the referral. strms.net/Enfield_the_ugly mugs, all one word. So if you happen to be a big fan of factory builders, but also want to have a little bit of hack and slash with some really good music and beautiful, beautiful animations, go and check it out. Ba-doop. The Humble Choice has updated with some pretty good games for April. Starting off with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I never finished Valhalla because the map was so dang big. But now that I have it on PC, I don't
I
really feel
haven't
like
finished Valhalla or actually I will get there though.
fair. I'm hoping that I find a reason to go through it again and get through it this time. Daemon X Machina, the Titanic Scion. This is the sequel, the direct sequel to Demon X Machina, a mech game where you drive around. This is a high speed bullet hell type of game. You also get some extra digital stuff that is only on the Steam version, a few extra weapons, and exclusive color content that only comes with the Steam version. Uh, I don't know why they're charging $70 for this game, but I'm glad I only get it for 12. A game I'm interested in, Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, where you play as a dwarven family trying to get back your home while fighting off goblins and underdelvish creatures. This one kind of feels like Minecraft, but everything's underground. And I was like, that's kind of cool. I can get down with that. Until then, a very interesting storytelling game that has you playing the life of a teenager just trying to get through their existence. And there's some strange things going on. I'm not going to spoil on what strange things that is, but if you happen to want to take a look at the trailer to spoil it, go ahead and take a peek. Planet of Lana. This is on Game Pass, and I was very awestruck by the beautiful scenes that were on both the screenshots and the trailer. Uh, I have this on PC. I can play this in 4K. I'm definitely gonna check this one out. Uh, and heck, even if you get it off the uh Humble Bundle, you're saving a couple bucks while also helping out charity. One that I got a little confused by on how it works, I watched the trailer for Artisan TD, a tower defense game that is a little confusing from how I'm looking at it. You build your units, of course, that stop the creatures that are going around the thing. I don't know. It seems like a fun TD that I gotta sit down and actually rack my brain on. But looks fun, looks fine. You like your tower defense games?
I do
Oh,
like tower defense games, so I would probably be interested in checking this out.
at the end of the podcast, remind me that I have to ask you something about Steam, and I got
Okay.
a question to ask. The Procession to Calvary, a very odd Renaissance painting game that has a point and click adventure mixed in with some very obscure Monty Python ish humor. Um, I I don't really know what to call this game, but it does have a lot of grotesque animation slash art kind of thrown in. Don't really know what to call it though.
Generally speaking, anything that's Monty Python themed is not necessarily up Justin's alley.
No.
Not the biggest Monty Python guy.
That is true.
Everyone's allowed to be wrong. It's fine.
I mean, I watched them. I sat through them. It's just
That you did.
I did not enjoy the humor though. It didn't clutch me. And then last but not least, Buddy Simulator 1984, a very thriller-esque where you're trying to meet a brand new up-and-coming AI on a low-end system that is trying to be just your best friend. And as it begins to learn more about what you do, it's also trying to figure out what you're wanting to do. And it wants to just sit there and play games with you and want to learn everything about you in the
Saw
creepiest
this
way
movie. It came
possible.
out in the 80s. It's called War Games.
Yeah, I think that's one of their influences for this one. And then, of course, you get your IGN Plus subscription for another month. I've been using it for the last couple of months since they started back, I think, in like September, August of last year. We were getting these for free with the subscription. So I've been using them, and I've been getting a lot of interesting emails for giveaways. I've been getting up to date maps. I just used a map from them for Resident Evil 2, just kind of to look around at what was around that I missed in the remake. It works. You know, you may not agree with their ratings or their reviews, but as far as building a straightforward guide, you
Yeah,
can do it.
it's one of those things. Like, I don't agree with them on the ratings and the reviews. I don't agree with them on their business practices and how they choose to do those ratings and reviews. So I will completely ignore that portion of them.
I also
Other
do.
things they do, I'm willing to give a shot and check out, but they mean nothing to me in that aspect.
I concur. Yeah, they made very well put together guides, especially for their Resident Evil 2 maps. When I was gliding through it to navigate the area, I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember it,"
Hmm.
but I forgot about those things over here. And then I was like, "Oh, you get to mark off that you've already picked them up. You can mark off that you've already done these things in the taskbar." I was like, "Oh shit, there's like things that are extra." Um, they have like detailed plans, so in case you're trying to get the 20,000 steps or less achievement, I was like, okay, all right, I can actually really appreciate that. And this helps out a brand new charity called Reverb. This month, we're partnering with up with nonprofit Reverb, the music industry's leading sustainability partner, who empowers a community of musicians and their millions of fans to make measurable action for people and the planet at concerts and beyond. We like our music here on the Ugly Mugs. You like your oldies, I like my new indies. But just gonna quickly ice skate through the other Humble Bundles. Best of Humble Bundle, Fight for Your Friends, a bunch of multiplayer games for only $10. Not a lot of people liked it, but I found it to be very okay. Back for Blood, one that I liked a little bit more. Zombie Army Dead War 4. I'm okay with Warhammer Vermintide 2 Collector's Edition. Comes with all of the extra stuff. The digital deluxe edition of Killing Floor 2, Mad Mods of Money. A very strange co-op game, The Anacrusis. It has a very unique style that I have never seen in a game ever. Can I? Oh, that's loud. Let me. Can I blow this up? I can blow this up. Nope. I hit the mute button. Where did the mute? There it is. Uh, wait. Can I get more than 10 pixels, please? Okay, well, it's an alien shooter
No.
game where you're basically playing four survivors going across from one point of a ship to escape pods, and it's very Left 4 Dead. It is. It definitely feels Left 4 Dead, but there's a lot of very strange weaponry that is in this game that I've played through it when it dropped on Game Pass last, and then it disappeared off of Game Pass. So I'm glad that this game becomes available to me once more. And then the last one is Zombie Army Trilogy, the first three of the beautiful Zombie Army games where you kill.
You see those around for things. I see them on Game Pass. I think they were games for gold at one point. Like I always see the Zombie Army games in places. I have never once played any of them.
Really? Oh, they're very they are fun, much more fun with friends. With this one being on Steam, you get access to the 8 survivors from Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. So if you happen to enjoy
Oh,
them already killing American-ish zombies, you can now have them killing Nazi-ish zombies. And the charity that it helps out is Trees, Water, and People. Trees, Water, and People is guided by the philosophy that the best way to fight climate change is to involve local people directly in the design and implementation of environmental and economic development initiatives. For 20 years, Trees, Water, and People has been a leader in the design and implementation of programs that produce tangible benefits for people and the planet. Today, their work is more urgent than ever as climate change threatens the livelihoods of millions of people. That is true. That is disastrously true. So this one I'm definitely going to probably push out $10 toward, especially for the good deal that it offers. But doop. Quincy and I have had a back and forth a long time ago for Destiny, and Quincy was like, "Yeah, I haven't played Destiny in a long time," and me, I keep twiddling my thumbs, but I said I would talk about this one just because it's not the 5% that most of these go to. It is 30% of the purchase goes to their charity, and it's an in-house charity for Bungie Foundation, um, but I will talk about it just because it's $28 for the entirety of Destiny 2. So, sure, it's not the Red War, sure, it's not Curse of Osiris, but you're getting Forsaken, you're getting Shadowkeep, Beyond Light, the 30th anniversary, Witch Queen, Lightfall, Final Shape, Edge of Fate, and Renegades, along with the seasonal pass that goes with it. So if you're wanting to get started into Destiny and you want to help out a pretty good charity that's getting a bigger bonus in this bundle than others, I say go and get it. It also gives you a
here's
coupon
my
for
question. Can you actually still play all of those things? Because I thought a lot of this stuff gets locked after something new comes out.
no. Luckily, these ones are all still good. Forsaken's still
Okay.
good. Shadowkeep's still good. Beyond Light's still good. 30th anniversary is way good. You can still do Dares of Eternity and get Galahorn. Witch Queen's still good. Lightfall's still good. Final Shape just started not too long ago, and then yeah, Edge of Fate. Yeah, everything's good. And then of course I'll just briefly mention that Titans have zero chance, absolutely zero chance of winning the Guardian games this year. We won last year because as the solidarity toward Lance Riddick, but yeah, no, this one the Warlocks showed zero. Uh, I guess the term would be they didn't care. They were just like you guys had it last year. We're taking this one. The score right now, to the last time I checked, was 12 to 2 to 0, with Titans being 0. Zero pity. That's it. That's the word. Yeah, yeah. Well, Hunters only managed to get 2 days out of the butt. Yeah, have fun with that. Aside from that bundle, it helps out their personal uh, charity called the Bungie Foundation. Helps get video games to children in hospitals, as well as handicap capable uh, controllers to individuals who need to play video games or would like to play video games. But on top of that, there is over 35 bundles on Humble Bundle. If none of those that I've already talked about pique your interest, you can hop onto Humble Bundle, click the bundles tab, and just scroll and take a look if anything interests you. The Peanuts one's still going on. The 15 for 15 still going. The Humble Heroines that I talked about last week is still going. What else was there that I talked about last week? Oh, the 3D minis. If you happen to have a 3D printer near you, they have that one still going. And then if you want to learn some coding or theme park assets, music, they're all down there. But we talked about the Game Pass the last couple of weeks, and they just keep throwing more and more at us, and I'm happy about it. But we talked about Hades 2 and Replaced popping in on the 14th of this month. But one that caught my attention that I'm excited for, just because I'm a fan of it, Planet Coaster 2. I love my roller coaster tycoon. Are you a fan of coaster sims?
I played them a little bit when I was younger, but they never really did anything for me. I was more of a like Sims person.
Yeah, I leaned also toward both, but I lean more toward the roller coaster. But Planet Coaster 2 is going to be coming to Game Pass soon, and I'm excited to play it. The very odd mixed reviews that I've heard of FBC Firebreak, that is in the Control universe, will be dropping on Game Pass, the premium side, not the ultimate side, so everyone will be able to play it. I still have been meaning to get into it. The game preview of Endless Legend 2 is going to be dropping on PC. I've heard also some good stuff about that one. Some football managers. Never, it's soccer. I don't know soccer. A game that I like a lot, and I'm glad Quincy might be able to play. The Thaumaturge is going to be dropping onto Game Pass. Fuck yeah. Um, Oblivion rolls over from the Ultimate onto Premium for those who haven't had it before. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the quote unquote new trilogy, is going to be rolling over onto the cloud gaming service. Little Rocket Lab, a cute little build 'em up where you build a little rocket and have it's kind of like a farming sim but for rocket building. Sopa, Tale of Stolen Potato, a game where you are both cooking for creature as well as trying to find out where you belong in the world. And a game I played the demo of last Next Fest, Vampire Crawlers, a dungeon crawler game that is heavily inspired by the Vampire Survivor series. And the game that I wish Double Fine would have stopped making a while back and went back to their storytelling games, Kiln. I'm not. I like Double Fine games. It's just this was not on my to play list for them. Will you be checking out Kiln?
I have no idea what it is. I know nothing about it.
You get to make a pot and create the face that the pot will have, and you get to do almost Mario Party style brawl antics
Gotcha.
inside of
I
the
remember
game.
us talking about this one. Yeah, no, probably not.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Double Fine, come on, man. Badoop. An interesting thing thrown at me today that I thought was already out. The PS5 Pro got a update for the Cyberpunk 2077 game, and what that brought in was advanced ray tracing, some better lighting, better texture map, 4K support with 60 frames a second, all that good stuff. And I was like, I should have sworn that dynamic 4K was already a part of it. And I mean, Xbox already had that. Sure, the Series S not so much. It was upscaled, but it still looked dang good. It now offers better ray tracing. I explained to Quincy how ray tracing is very taxing to a machine, as well as what ray tracing was. And I was sitting there going, well, wait, what did that add when it came down to CD Projekt Red's the Red engine? Because that should have been already there. Hmm. Even
I
still,
know anything about Sony, it's that they tend to cause issues.
maybe, but on top of this one, a Switch 2 update also threw around, and I watched some gameplay side by side between a PC and the Switch 2, and I said, okay, the Switch 2's got some actual guts to it. I thought it was going to look a little Switch 1 ish, but no, it actually had some good definition. It seemed to lag a little bit when you make it in the middle of the town when there's a lot of like assets that are loading in, but overall, I it looked fine, looked good.
Which two has guts? Are you telling me it's a cyborg? Should I be concerned?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it went Cyber Psycho. Uh, but I finally get some gameplay for Forza Horizon 6, and I gotta say, I'm excited. I'm glad we're getting this for Game Pass come May 19th. Showed a few of the nice little areas, a nice area that looked very Okinawa. It looked like the city had a nice highway system, very Wangan line. Uh, it does look like one of the mountain areas was Arohazuka or Akina inbound. Um, there was, of course, the JDM, the drift scene that was very prevalent in Japan. I am very excited for this Horizon. I liked Horizon 5 a lot, and I'm just only itching to play Horizon 6. Um, are you a fan of the Forza Horizon games, Q?
Really a fan of racing games in general.
Oh,
I'm not good at them. It just doesn't really bring me any joy.
fair enough. But another game that I'm a big fan of, but am very confused by what they're doing, Monster Hunter Outlanders, a game that is about to enter into its second closed beta test. First one was, I believe, much more closed. You had to have a pre-registry. Now this one's a little bit more open and allowing for stress testing. Um, being it a mobile port, you can sign up for it right now on either the Play Store or the App Store on iPhone. What is the App Store on the iPhone called? Is it just called App Store?
App Store.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the App Store.
Um, on either one of them, apparently, the current iPhone is the only one that is able to play this with proper 3D registry. It looks good. It looks great, but much like the Destiny Rising game that came out on mobile not too long ago, this is going to definitely have a lot of monetization toward very specific hunters, and I guess that's how they're going to make their money. But it does look very fun. It looks very good. It introduces a weapon that a lot of hunters wanted in the main series that has been hinted, the hunting claws. Uh, I mm, I may check it out. May get some free stuff by entering into it and hopping into this really dang quick looking game. I uh I worry on how fast the creatures are going to attack comparative to like you're playing on a mobile game. Uh I would need to see the controls, I guess. Um that was all the gaming stuff that I kind of ran across. There was a few trailers that caught my attention, but nothing that I would have been like, yeah, I want to talk about that. Have you been playing anything, Q?
I've been busy with work, and then this weekend's the first like off time I had. I went and saw the new Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Ooh.
And that's basically what I've done.
How was it?
Um, I like the first one better. I feel like this one was a little bit of a mess, story wise, but the music and sound effects were fucking phenomenal. Like they made really good use of like the traditional Mario sounds that we all like know and love and expect in Mario. Um, but yeah, the story felt a little messy, a little messy. I liked the first one better.
Fair enough. I mean, same thing with Sonic. When I saw Sonic 2, I was like, I prefer the first one over the sequel.
I
And
you
then,
know I think I enjoyed Sonic 2 more than I enjoyed this.
okay, that's fair.
I haven't watched Sonic 3 or Knuckles yet, though, so like that's as far as I can go on the Sonic stuff.
I watched Sonic 3. Sonic 3 was fine. I liked it. Still scratching the chin at Keanu Reeves as Shadow, but he didn't do bad. It was an enjoyable movie. Uh, but it's time for Shoe news. So I gave Quincy a warning that I'm going to be talking about a lot of Crocs, about 40
It's
pairs
me.
of Crocs, because now in the very near future you could purchase your state slash favorite team of football's version of a Croc. Gibbet and all. Hmm.
Yes.
I mean, it's as far as supporting your
No,
team, there are weirder ways of doing it.
sure.
This I think is
This is almost equal to most of those.
oh, that is okay. Yeah, some of them are a little odd, such as having the bears, having the bear claw coming out of the front of the croc. Sure, fine, a little odd. Some of them have their pre-renders up. The Titans and the LA Rams? Did they go back to the Rams now? I
Oh,
don't
I
know
don't know
what.
who has what. I mean, the Rams are a team in LA, I do believe.
Yeah, I believe they moved back to
Football ain't
LA.
my thing. We.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, no, me
I mean, I know they
neither.
have the Chargers.
Yeah, the Chargers are over here, but yeah, I think this is the Rams. I think because I think that's Ram horn. But even still, they're for those two teams, the LA and the Titans. They have no mock up yet, but by the time they release, they will have them out and about. At $70 per.
Gross.
Yeah. But this one's a bit of an interesting one for kids. A croc that you can build on. Actual Lego pieces on the soles of the shoe. I kind of like that idea. Sure, it would mean that Legos get thrown everywhere, but I actually really do enjoy the idea of being able to build on your shoe for kids. They don't look very comfortable, but it's an interesting idea. $60 for the bright white, the pink, or the black with the multicolor down at the bottom. Not too terrible, bad, but there is also a prerequisite pieces that come exclusive to buying the through the Crocs website. You do not get to see these pieces unless I believe these two are different colored Ninjago pieces, and then you have like other gaming pieces here down at the bottom. They're $40 for these very specific pieces. Not a lot of pieces, mind you. Yeah. Um, I wish that
That's a bit much.
yeah, for little bits of gibbets to add on to the things. I don't know. They do look fine. They are Lego compatible. So if you happen to have a Lego set that could use these cool pieces, go right ahead. But just be aware you're paying $40 for all 10 of these pieces.
So I
Mm-mm-mm.
have to say, if you're gonna buy Lego stuff, like you generally want to buy actual branded Lego stuff because like I have one of those Lego coffee mugs and it is not Lego branded. And so my Legos will not stick on it.
Oh, that's kind of
Yeah,
annoying. Hmm.
it's fine.
But guess what? More Crocs. So heading over to the Sanrio
That's
side.
just sounded like you said more Cox. Just putting that out there.
More Crocs. Heading over to the Sanrio website, sanrio.com, they're having a lot of sales on a lot of their products, including the Hello Kitty Crocs. Um, this wasn't what I pulled up originally, but I was like, I'll talk about it just because it's here and it's on sale for 20% off most of the shoe styles. Okay, that's cool. What I did want to pull it over was Converse. As of the 2nd of April, they did a collaboration with Sanrio with some very nice looking designs. All of the Sanrio characters kind of checkerboarded all across the uh, Chuck 70 Ox BFF's sneaker. Shows all of them, and not terrible, not too crazy either. Heading back, there is a couple high tops. One that looks like a photograph on a black and white pic. What is the picnic board thing it called again?
Ingham?
Thank you, gingham. Um, and I kind of like it. It's cute. It's adorable. It's a Chuck Taylor All Star high top. Can't be mad at that. And then of course the All Star one with the star on the side and all of the classic stickers that you would see. I don't think this one actually has. This one's one of the ones that. Oh no, I see Hello Kitty there. Never mind. But there is one that has just all the others and not Hello Kitty. I believe this one here is the yeah here it is the cinnamon roll. Falling while also thinking about a delicious strawberry cheesecake. Mm. But all of these are quite pricey. 75 to $80 unless you want them in the kids sizes at $47 for the Hello Kitty wrapped ones. Oh, it's Velcro. That's super neat. Also, did you know that Hello Kitty and Fender had a collaboration?
No.
Yeah. You can buy a Hello Kitty Fender White Stratocaster for $580. You can get a kid version of it for $230. I, mm,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But
I mean, for any Hello Kitty lover, I think that's great. If you also play guitar,
yeah, learn how to play guitar while also enjoying your love for Hello Kitty. Quincy, you did ask me a question before I showed you this.
probably.
The 007 PS5 controller that has been
Oh
released.
yes.
It is backwards compatible to the PS4. The only downside is the
Eh,
price tag.
I'm sure.
$85.
I expected worse. That's still not great, but I expected worse.
Okay. This pretty good looking gold controller with the new 007 First Light logo smack dab in the middle of the touch plate. I really like this gold scheme that it has, but I would have figured like I don't know a little bit more from it. It does have the First Light on the back of the controller. First Light earn the
The
number.
barrel, the gun barrel, from like the opening things of James Bond. But I'm crazy.
Yeah, I mean they had a lot of opportunities to make this controller look really good, and pre-orders begin on April 17th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, or no, 7 a.m. Pacific time at direct.playstation.com. And they're even going to be pushing out to some retailers. Y'all can buy that if you're into that sort of thing. Eh. For 85 bucks, I would say make it 130 and you get the game with it. That'd be perfect, you know? You'd be making money. You'd be getting an okay looking controller that is an exclusive. Nah. Oh, Badoop. You threw this at me, and I don't know too much about Lobo, but I'm kind of excited for the Supergirl film featuring Jason Momoa as Lobo. But aside from a bounty hunter, is there anything I need to know about Lobo before getting into
He's
Supergirl?
not human. He's a total badass.
Rides a motorcycle in space. That's all I
Yep.
know.
Smokes
Huh.
guitars. Not guitars. Cigars.
Okay. I mean, I'd probably have to start digging into some actual comics because I've did a
Yeah.
little.
He's got an appearance or two in Justice League Unlimited.
I also heard that he actually made Superman afraid because Lobo has something that ties him to his word. If he gives his word on something and someone else goes against that, it like taxes them. It actually is like an actual bounty hunt against their soul or something.
All that. So
Okay. I'm curious, but if you head over to McFarlane Toys and you want to cosplay Lobo, you can purchase his Lobo's Hook 1/1 scale prop replica from the upcoming Supergirl movie. You can also pre-order it from GameStop, but we all know how we feel about GameStop lately
and pre-orders.
and pre-orders. But it's McFarlane, so yeah, I mean, I would say do it from them. Do it straight from McFarlane. Don't. Oh, it says
Yeah, that's what I would do.
exclusively. Oh, it says exclusively at GameStop.
Oh, well
Ugh.
then yeah, you have no choice then.
Mm, bummers. Yeah. Hopefully you're a big enough fan. But a really cool figure that you threw at me that I was like scratching my head, being like, I can find a spot to put this one. The Punisher versus Thunderbolts. He is wearing almost a War Machine esque armor that almost Tank Buster level. That is definitely well armed and it looks pretty good. It is the 2012 version where he loses an eye fighting Bullseye, and I don't remember him getting into this big fuck off suit, but it's a damn cool figure. It's got action poses with all guns firing. Um, I yeah, kind of sweating. I'm kind of. I really want it. I really want it. I'm gonna add it to our throne after this. I'm gonna keep this image up, and I'm gonna add it to the throne. I added a couple
It's gonna
things
become a
to the.
giant pile of stuff we want.
I mean, it kind of is. I threw a computer on there for you. A very not too expensive, a good starter PC to get you back into the PC gaming side of things. I threw a whole bunch of vinyls for me. I threw another couple Lego sets for you. You know, it's just a hey, if anyone out there has some extra cash and you just want to throw it at someone who will nerd out on whatever you purchased for them, down in the description there's the throne, throne.com/theuglymugs, and you can purchase us anything that's on those lists, or you can purchase something that is ind- uh, inspirational to you that you think we would like. I have opened up so that way, if we can say yes or no before it ships, whether or not we want it. So nothing weird or obscure, please. But it is open. I'm gonna save that, so I'm not gonna close out. We're gonna go to the doop. Something that I forgot to bring up that I'm glad you threw at me. A hot dog themed bourbon from Costco with the very popular meme, I got that dog in me, showing off their
Really
$1.50.
speaking, people wouldn't be glad that I threw this at them. So, I recognize your uniqueness.
Thank you. Yeah, I had a little bit of a hiccup because I do remember seeing this and I was like, oh yeah, I'll bring that up when ADHD left it back then. But this is in Washington D.C. We're hoping to see it get tailored out to other stores. There were only 15 bottles were available at the Washington D.C. store. I'm curious if the single barrel whiskey is only out there and not going to be showing, but I would like to try it.
All the places for this to be sold, it was DC.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel
Fine.
like that speaks volumes about our country.
Yeah. But I would like to try hot dog flavored bourbon. I probably wouldn't be happy after drinking it. And the other thing is, it's an $86 bottle. Mm,
That's a lot for hot dog bourbon.
that is a lot for hot dog bourbon. It is a single barrel bourbon, which is very rich already. So even if it had that little tiny hint of hot dog, that bourbon is going to be very damn good. Do we have a okay, it's 126 proof, so it's around 63% alcohol. That's strong. I would like to try. I would like to try it once, but I don't want to pay that $86 to give it a go. Mm. But so last week we talked about a lot of April Fool's Day jokes, some that became real, some that didn't, and some that I got a little late, such as this version of Liquid IV that partnered with Grillo's Pickles to make a dill pickle flavored hydration water. Mmm. I
I
now
would try this, but I don't know about buying a bag of
10.
however, yeah, 10. Because what if it is complete ass?
So here's the other thing: is you can drink dill pickle brine, and
You're right.
it does cure hydration. It is as hydrating as a liquid IV, if not a little bit under, just because it doesn't have all those extra nutrients. I don't know about this. I just don't like pickles, so I guess that's me. Stronger
So
than
there's that. Yeah.
Everclear. I think the one time I saw Everclear, it was 70%, so it's around where Everclear was. The Everclear I saw, anyways.
We, we still talking about the hot dog water, or is this somehow connected to pickle juice?
I mean, it could be connected to pickle juice. We still don't know about the ideology that someone made a dill pickle flavored vodka somewhere. I'm sure.
I'm going to solve this discussion for the chat. What I'm seeing is that Everclear goes between 151 proof to 190 proof, so
Ooh,
75.5 to 95.
yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to. I don't want to have that. That'll kill my stomach. I had moonshine once, and it was flavored moonshine, and it was very good. But damn, did it turn me upside down. But doop. So Quincy and I really love Dr Pepper. We love Dr Pepper. It's good. It's delicious. I don't mind the zero
Fair,
sugar.
fair claim.
But if we were to hit up a 7-Eleven and saw on the roller a Dr Pepper pork sausage on that roller,
I did.
you did.
I did. I went to get a hot dog. I drive for work, so sometimes popping into a gas station is my best bet for a quick cheap lunch. And so I went in and they had one on the roller, and I stared at it for a solid like 10 seconds. Went, no, I'm just gonna get the regular hot dog because I don't know that I trust about that.
Like I've seen barbecue pork ribs. I've seen it done with Dr Pepper. This doesn't feel
Yeah,
that far off. Like it feels like
I
it's
just
just
had ham this weekend that had Dr. Cherry Dr. Pepper poured over the top. It was good.
okay. Yeah, this I want to
This
try
feels
this.
different.
Yeah, the only downside I'm feeling of this is one bite is probably 60% of a daily intake of salt, and I've been cutting back on my salt very, very slowly, very steadily. But I don't want to ruin that over a Dr Pepper flavored sausage. But I do want to try it. I wouldn't mind trying it. Mm. Sticking to that Dr Pepper meme, something that I wouldn't mind trying, something that I actually lean a little bit more toward, a Dr. Pepper flavored snack pack. The jello, not the pudding. Mmm. I hope I can run into
This I would
this.
this I would try.
I would put it in the freezer and try it then. Because have
Mm,
you
I
have you
feel like
ever?
that's gonna get weird because it's Jello.
Yeah, okay. I was just about to ask. Have you ever had Jello that was put into a freezer?
No.
Okay, it kind of the gelatin doesn't actually like sink in with the ice feeling, so it kind of crackles and it creates this like slush because the gelatin kind of doesn't freeze, or it freezes on the outskirts where the liquid was. So it kind of creates this kind of cracked ice style of frost. It's a very unique texture, I might also add. But I would like to try it in this Dr. Pepper form. I'm also very curious because they anything soda flavored, I've always noticed, if it doesn't have any sense of carbonation, it just doesn't taste right. Like chat says, Dr. Pepper Tic Tacs, I find those just taste like flat cola, if anything.
There is a bit of a flatness to them. They're odd. I did try the Dr. Pepper ice cream syrup topper that came out like I don't know, like 15 years ago. That wasn't bad. I wouldn't say it tasted like Dr. Pepper, but it wasn't bad.
Hmm. I'm gonna keep my eyes and ears close to the ground for this one. I love Jello. Jello's great. Jello's just a good little snack to boost up your sugar. It's used to as a glucose middleman, so we'll see. Ba-doop. Something that also might boost my sugar levels in the near future, Jolly Rancher Ropes. I enjoy all of the soft candies with the fillings in a straw form, such as Mambas or Nerd's Rope, or there's another one that is exactly like this that's escaping my mind. Oh, Sweet Tarts Ropes.
The Sweet Tart ropes, those weren't bad. I kind of lost interest in them pretty quick. They weren't bad for a while. And then let's see. The lemon heads. I just recently tried the lemon head ropes. Those aren't bad.
Ooh, I might try those ones. But I love these. I often overindulge, but I hope that I find just a regular sized bag of them, give them a shot, and get through them. The photographer of this was like taking a picture of them, and I'm like, man, those look like really bad gushers. I think you might have gotten a bad bag. Mm, I don't know. But
It's like those got a little squished or melty.
yeah, a little melty. I haven't had Wingstop in a minute, but I kind of want this a citrus mojo chicken flavor. What it is it is a lemon lime inspired flavor to kind of coincide with their lemon pepper. So it adds lemon zest, a lime zest, and a very interesting peppercorn, they say. A tongue tintillating peppercorn, as well as a Loco Lime Sprite, both in regular and sugar free version. And you can get the Citrus Mojo flavoring on the fries. As I said, I haven't been in Wingstop for a minute, but
It's out a couple months at least.
yeah, it's been a while. It's been a very long. It's almost been a year since I've had Wingstop. If I find this at the local Wingstop, I'll give it a shot. Not no friggin' 20 pack that I used to do. Um, but I definitely wanna try this new flavor along with the zero sugar version of the Loco Lime Sprite. I love limeade. Oh, ba-doop. So
Good limeade.
I was having a discussion with one of my players of my D&D group, and we were talking about Frosties and how there's a Frosty tag that you can purchase for $3 to get a junior sized Frosty every single
Right,
day
yeah.
that you're
Yeah,
around.
it's for charity.
Yeah, donates to Dave's adoption house, or I forget the name of it, but it is to help
It's
out.
it is, yeah, it's to help with adoptions, yeah.
Yeah, and during that discussion, I was like, yeah, I would actually do that every time, just so that way I would have a dip cup for my fries. And they were like, what do you mean a dip cup? Like you eat the Frosty and you put ketchup in it? I'm like, no, I dip my fries in my Frosty. And he
Yes,
acted,
it's normal.
yeah, it's very normal for Quincy, me. Socks even said they do it with their McFlurries from McDonald's. Like it is like an average thing to do to dip your stuff in a Sunday style thing. Frosty just has this really good texture, a nice light sweetness amidst the salty fry. It just works. It just works. But he acted like it was so far fetched, so beyond, and I just wanted to mention it. But
What a
also,
Pokemon has to do with this, but okay.
Pokemon.
Farfetch.
Oh, I during my last run of the Minecraft Cobblemon, I caught a glimpse of Surfetched, and he was having that long stick up another Pokemon. It was very odd to spot that.
Okay, I'm not playing that game with you.
I don't think. And last but not least,
Uh, Chat says Dave Thomas Foundation, by the way.
oh, thank you. Um, the only place in the United States is Chicago that has these. And I'm like, that's an interesting place to do a test run of them, but sure. 6 flavors of McCrispy strips at McDonald's. Um, Last time I got their McCrispy strips, it was very dry. So getting a flavoring on them would be an idea. I don't know if I would get any of these though. The flavors are sweet chili, teriyaki, kickin' barbecue, garlic parm, spicy chili garlic, and sweet Asian. I would probably do kickin' barbecue just because their barbecue sauce is pretty dang good, but I don't know. McDonald's has not really fascinated me as of late.
I mean, it's never great, but sometimes it's what you gotta do.
True. The last time I got anything from McDonald's was a order of fries and a Shamrock Shake. That was it. I didn't get any mains. Mm, mm-mm. I, d- mm, I don't think this would be on the cut. If it was somewhere else, maybe. But yeah, not a lot of news floating around today.
A month, we'll see what happens.
That is true. They said that there's going to be a small showcase on the weekend, so I'll keep my eye on that. But something tells me it's going to be stuff that we already know. I already saw a few things that is going to be coming out later, such as Replaced. That's going to be coming out on the 14th. Is going to be in that showcase, so we already know that's going to be coming out. We'll see. Anything else you got, Q? Uh-oh, Q?
Did you
There you
hear
go.
me?
Oh, now I can. Hello.
Okay. I said that's it, bud.
Then let's do the enders here. Thank you guys for joining us. Remember to like and subscribe where you can. Remember to check the links down in the description for the good old Humble Bundle. Check out Arknights Enfield if you happen to be a fan of JRPG hack and slash with a little bit of factory building and maybe some good music. I'll be probably playing it tomorrow on stream because I finally will be getting around to playing it. Uh, Check out Zenny for some very inexpensive glasses. If you happen to want to check out the Recycle, Renew, Reuse Eco glasses, they are both economically friendly as well as budget friendly. Hero Forge has new custom 3D dice and acrylic keychains of the figures you make. The STL files are no longer on sale, but they are there for $6, as well as silver printed figurines. If you happen to want to get them etched out of pure silver for $49.99, I believe it is.
Fancy.
Yeah. Oh, I was like, dang. For about the same price, you can get the premium plastic or colored resin, just like the one that I have over here. Remember to check out the Discord if you happen to want to talk with us live. As Socks put in the chat, if you happen to want to see any of the reviews of the games I've been playing, I just did a review for the Evil Within 1. I'm going through Evil Within 2 and Sleeping Dogs. And hopefully I'll be throwing up a couple of those in the near future. And I believe that's it. Oh, yeah, wait, check out Quincy's threads. Check out my new Twitter handle. Yeah. And that's it. Yes, at the end of days, at the end of weeks, at the end of months, at the end of years, please love one another. It is definitely free to do. Good night, everybody. Oh.
Everyone,
Oh, there we are. Night, everybody.
there we go.